Всем здорово, с вами Драйвово, и да, будет Драйвово, ибо мы продолжаем проходить Mass Effect 2 Remastered. Так, кто хочет задонатить, ссылка в описании. И Sony, тварь, чтоб ты сдохла и вообще и не возрождалась ни разу. X5 туда же идем. Не, ну ж надо запретить пользоваться банковскими картами при оплате. Ну блин, Jesus Christ. Так, это мы читали все. Так, давайте со всеми пообщаемся, поговорим. И, собственно, Тали созрела для разговора, и всем привет. И, я думаю, пойдем ее миссию выполнять. Вот так вот. Так, ну. Так. Мы чуть жизнь себе не сломали все, а вот ты про палец просто. Ой, заливаешь, батенька, ладно. Пардон, так, ладно. Идем к Тали. Сначала рыбок покормим, потому что я не помню, кормил ли я их в прошлый раз. Главное, чтобы они не сдохли, гады. Рыбки, вы не сдохли там еще? Так, вроде бы вверх-вверхом не плавают, уже хорошо. Уже здорово. Так, у Каюшки. Да. Так, здесь наш Заид, да. Вот он. Ничего, твою миссию лояльности тоже выполним рано или поздно. Не надо переживать. Пардон.
One time we were trying to clear out this gun nest outside a base on Vatar. Nothing we did even made a dent in that thing. Someone had the bright idea to kidnap a local girl, strap grenades on her, and make her go seduce the guy in the bunker. Terrible thing, I tell you. Well, she went up there, knocked on the door, and nothing. Grenades never went off. But the guy stopped shooting and we snuck by. Never found out what happened. I should let you go. Talk more later.
Ой, не на ту капу нажал, Ури. Так бывает, да. Так, Тали, ты здесь. Чуть был не пропустил тебя. Так, давай. Ой, ну, опять же, с ней всегда трагедии все связаны.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help.
Да, вообще не вопрос.
I just received a message from the migrant.
Pardon.
The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
Ну, кто знает,
What
ладно.
happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Так.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So, no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Даже так. Ну, пардон, но это практически как безродные в Horizon, условно говоря.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Так,
What
ну
happens
сейчас.
if you're convicted?
Like
Так,
I
это мы
said,
видели.
if it... Not that it really matters. Either way, if
Okay.
Поможем всем, чем можем.
I was going to book
Но
passage on another ship.
последних 3 товарищей, именно Тали, Самара и Тейн, там можно выполнить задание, но забрать лояльность. Вот.
I'll program the Normandy with the
Как-то так.
flotilla's
То
current
есть
location.
там надо
The
аккуратно.
admirals will be waiting for us.
Пардон. И самое главное, вот конкретно к Тали нужно, ну как нужно, лучше прокачать либо героя, либо отступника. Это понадобится, потому что, ну, для нормальных исходов, потому что там исходов, по-моему, может быть 3, и для третьего исхода вот это все нужно. Так, все вроде, да, больше ни с кем не поговорить. Окей. Так, нет, Тейн подождет. Да. Так, ну ты, скорее всего, мне ничего не скажешь.
What can I do?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Ну да.
Of course, Commander.
Так, Гарус, давай, на тебя вся надежда. Давай, думай быстрее над моим предложением.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Так, задумался.
Yeah. I've been thinking about
Так.
what we talked about. Blowing off steam, easing tension. I've never considered cross-species intercourse. And damn, saying it that way doesn't help.
А что ж ты так к Тали приглядывался?
Are we crazy to even be thinking about this? I'm not sure. Look, Shepard.
Это кто такой?
We can find something a little closer to home.
У меня 2 варианта, но они не лучше. Но Келли не в счет, она трофеем, она не трофейская сразу.
I want something closer to home.
Да.
I want you. I want someone I can
Да.
trust.
I can do that. I'll find some music and do some research to figure out how this thing should work.
Да.
It'll either be a night to treasure or a horrible interspecies awkwardness thing. In which case,
Мне главное трофей, остальная
collectors
фигня.
will be a welcome distraction, so you know, win either way.
Пардон. Так, ну-ка.
You know, Garrus, if you're not comfortable with this, it's okay. I'm not trying to pressure you.
Да.
Shepard, you're about the only friend I've got left in this screwed up galaxy. I'm not gonna pretend I've got a fetish for humans. But this isn't about that. This is about us. You don't ever have to worry about making me uncomfortable. Nervous, yes, but never uncomfortable.
Так.
So when should I book the room?
I'd wait if you're okay with it. Disrupt the crew as little as possible. Take that last chance to find some calm just before the storm.
Почему здесь волновать команду? Почему здесь это вообще это?
Popping the heat sink.
Так вот,
That metaphor just went somewhere horrible.
да, поговорим позже.
I'll let you get back to work.
Right. Because I'm in a great
Да.
place to optimize firing algorithms right now.
Это факт. Так, ладненько, другими словами. Так, теперь поговорим с остальными заразными. Не менее заразными. Пардон. Так, ладно. Не-не-не, с Самарой нет смысла разговаривать. Так, Касуми. Тоже какую-нибудь хрень скажет, да? Да, это я. Это я. Я здесь.
I can never tell with Turians. I think you should go for it. A lot of people want to see you two together.
Только что это было,
He
и
has a
тут
wicked sense
знаете,
of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person.
да.
But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my
Опять
hands.
25,
I
ладно?
might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on. Come back later.
Да.
I'm sure I'll have more to
Не
talk
будет.
about.
Не будет, ботинка, не будет. Так, надеюсь, Гарус не подведет.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've all... I shall return.
Ничего удивительного, ботинка, ничего удивительного, ладно. Так, вроде со всеми поговорили, да? Или нет? Пардон, вроде да. Погналите, как говорится, да. Так. Секунду. С тобой не поговорили, да, это факт.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
That sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend. Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
Да. Как же я?
I'm standing right here. Where's my hug?
Oh, Shepard. I wish there were time to get to know you better.
Нет, не удастся. Не получится. Кстати, любопытно, что
This mission takes
возможно, как бы
priority.
возможность как бы есть, но нет.
That's a shame. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Нет.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll
Нет,
talk later.
нет. Так, значит, что у нас с вами? Так, ну здесь... мы вообще хрен знает где. Да. Так, здесь, значит, так, урон технического умения. Крепость щитагетов. Урон технического умения — это награда. Награда за оправдание. Пардон, так, крепость щитагетов. Ладно, это потом все. Сейчас отправляемся на планету с заданием. Вот. Думаю, отдельные стримы нас ждут по поводу исследований и всего такого. Вот, помочь Тали. Ага, найс. Так, найс их всех, да, найс. 2 солнца. Ну, хотя бы есть мигрирующий флот, какая разница. Но 2 солнца — это любопытно. Погнали. Вот впервые побываем на мигрирующем флоте. Там все кварианцы, все. Там ни кварианцев быть не может, потому что у нас себя-то ресурсов не хватает. Вот. Так, Тали. Миранда, кто еще? Тоже что-то. Да. Да, Тали распределим, да. Так, ну у меня 0. Погнали. Так, цикада, отлично. Стоп. Так, винтовка. Почему защитник? Так, ну-ка, Мстителя надо будет попробовать. Насколько он хорош. Так, Мститель? Да, Мститель. Ручная пушка. Хищник. Палач-хищник. Давайте хищника попробуем. Посмотрим, что будет. Пардон. Так, ладно.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya,
Да.
requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted.
А, пароль.
Talizora.
Это да.
We'd like a security team
Pardon.
to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood.
Да.
Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Так. И как они друг друга различают по скафандрам-то? И вообще о них, вот интересно, хотя бы на одной планете бывают без скафандров, они даже на одной планете не могут быть без скафандров. Любопытный факт, не правда ли? Даже здесь и вообще. Капитан, а не командор, да.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at
Да.
all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives of all. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an
Да,
old
kill us
ship captain's
alive.
blessing, Shepard.
Tally helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your
Да.
voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tally. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tally, your complete this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Плаза. Так, окей. Ну, мы, естественно, никуда не покинем это место, вообще никуда. Корабль ферма. Ну, а как бы, как могло быть иначе? Так,
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's
ладно,
waiting
все
for you up
понятно.
ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such...
Да вообще, у меня тоже мнение. Как так? Какого хрена? Да, мужские и женские костюмы, видимо, отличаются, да? Ну да ладно. Тетя Шала.
Talizora of us at Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas
Да.
Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tally. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tally and her father forced me
Да.
to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tally. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human is a bad sign.
Pardon.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tally. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Так,
I guess we should get started.
пошли.
Does Tally have a defense counsel? Someone who speaks for
Pardon.
her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense.
I'll do everything in
Да.
my power to help
Только
you.
ни хрена мы не понимаем
Thank you, Shepard.
судах кварианцев, пардон, пардон, но все-таки лучше у меня никого нет. Это факт. Одни кварианцы. Одни кварианцы и мы. Да. Всем привет.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Taliazora of West Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus.
Да.
By right as Tali's captain.
Пардон. Все, да, поезд ушел.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepherd West Normandy. Your crewman stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Да. Я буду говорить за нее. Но вот это фигня. Главное, чтобы очков хватило на последней реплике. Вот. Ну, я почти герой, поэтому должно хватить.
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Taliazora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought guests to the fleet serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Hey, Tom.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
Сильно.
What? Oh, Keela.
Oh, Keela, да. How are you? I'm fine, and you?
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, nice. We have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth. This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must
come мы пойдем туда.
And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is
Только плохие новости мы там обнаружим, во всех очень плохие. Ну ладно.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. The shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Да, это такое возможно. И не только теоретически.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead. I don't know.
Pardon.
We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just
Твою же мять, блин.
I need to find out.
О, так.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Вот так. Так, ну, по-моему, это... Мы, по-моему, это... Слушали уже? Ну ладно.
And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Let's go.
Погнали.
The sooner we get to the hour.
Pardon, да. Так, в общем, надо со всеми поговорить. Так. Так. Да вообще. Мералдзен.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Так, мы долго перед Тали, это факт.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots.
Так.
No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics.
Pardon, да.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han-Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed.
Да, вот еще какой момент. То, что Тали должна быть лояльна, для меня это очень предельно важно. Вот. Не только она. В общем, это все для третьего Mass Effect конкретно. Для решения очень большой проблемы. Вот.
Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shala Ran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Ray agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Так, это...
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han-Gerel and the cowardly Zal Chorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed, if he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
Create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Это да, один раз уже пробовали. Но нет. И чем это кончилось? Адмирал Дзен. А, Витор. С самого начала. Блин, ты где был? Или тебя не было там? Ладно.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far. Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Так, с тобой...
Tali Zora, Shepard вас
еще можно поговорить.
I thought you would be at the Alarai. We must conclude this farce of a trial.
Thank you for the information.
Так, ладно.
Of course.
Не вопрос, как говорится. Так, что тут?
Shepard, Tali Zora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said.
Кал Ригер, все, это вот, кого мы спасли на миссии вербовки, точно. Точнее, не спасли, а не дали пожертвовать собой. Вот. Нефиг тут. Точно. Pardon.
Stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Take.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty Board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening in Haystrom's sun?
Pardon.
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Так.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack.
Pardon.
Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strikeouts, Tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Так, ясно.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Так, с этими поговорили, с этими поговорили.
Shepard, good to see you again.
Так, ясно.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Говорится,
Stay
но...
safe out there.
Ну, окей.
This is on their heads. The human can work proud, I'll admit that.
Так, тетя Шала. Ой, да.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise,
Тоже еще один трюк. Ладно.
have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Так.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Riazora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
Так, вот это
How long
вот.
have you known Tali's family?
Since before Riel was an admiral, 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Riel was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Так.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grew tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake.
Так, стоп.
I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Так, ладно, короче, то же самое почему-то. Спасибо.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai. You two should get to the
Так.
I cannot stop the judges.
Бесконечно долго.
Or do you need something?
Да тут с места ничего не сдвинется, если я не сделаю ничего. Вот в чем юмор, да.
Good luck.
Пардон. Время очень относительно, да. Ага. Так, ладно. Погнали идти.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And you're Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
Dan is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Так, это было, нет? А ты что-то у меня невнимательность по полной программе. Так, ладно.
Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Так. Вот это было, нет? Ладно.
Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter.
Так, ясно, только что было.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Take.
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. Brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Так.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
Pardon. Так, ладно.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Так, вот, по-моему, вот это вот был, нет? Ну-ка.
I don't know, kid.
Да, это оно и было. Так, все. Давайте. Потому что-то надолго как-то увязли. Так, Корис.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Охренел, да?
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the LRI, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib. And I will not flee because of petty insults.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Да.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve.
Ну вот это единственное, что у него хорошие мысли по поводу того, что помириться. Те там либо войну, либо подчинить. Здесь мирное решение. Единственный его плюс, а так он тот еще.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Так, вот это оно было, да? Да, это оно. Прощай. Ага, сейчас. Пардон. Да. Так, ладно. С этими мы со всеми поговорили. Теперь нам надо на задание там. Ага. Окей. Или нет? Да, задание там. Все, погнали-те. Погнали-те. Так, что там? Так, еще народ. И собрался народ этот, как его, народ, да. Все обсуждают Тализор, да, это факт. О, факт. Да.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
For Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of West Normandy.
Так, знаете, что там? Там геты. Это единственное, что нужно знать. Это прям вот говно, говно, говно. Так, шпаргалка моя. В общем, крепость щита гетов. И все остальное потом. Так, ясно. Мы готовы. Kill us alive. Да. Пардон. Так, сохранимся. Сохранимся. Так, окей. Так, я хотел пистолет опробовать. Так, пистолет у нас... Тот был, если тот был тяжелый, то этот легкий. Так, винтовка. Как себя ведет? Ну, цикада, понятное дело, лучше, но это лучше, чем... Так, и... Так, на цикаду переключаемся и все. Пошли вживаривать. Миранда. Дрон. Так, что отсиживаемся? Не отсиживаемся. Движемся, движемся. Когда мы движемся, все просто офигенно. Ну. А, извини, не заметил тебя. Блин. Пардон. Да, слона-то я не приметил прям рядом с собой. Ну ладно, пофигу. На самом-то деле. Я просто не думал, что это здание будет таким длинным. Что-то, ну да, там разговоры, да, растянули. Ну ладно. Все, давайте сразу теперь по-нормальному. Короче, пистолет сойдет. Пистолет сойдет. Так, аптечка. Пистолет сойдет, винтовка сойдет, да. Чик-пыхалка, да. Булькинсон. Да. О, да. А вы это... Времени зря не теряли, да? Так, там чуть-чуть недобитки остались. Добейте их, что ли? Чтобы не мучились, гады. Так, мы это все точно прослушали, да? Давайте еще раз на всякий случай. Пардон. А, ну да. У Каюшки. Так, стоп, где говорите? Ага. В общем, где-то рядом должен быть крепость щита гетов. Должно быть так. Так, поговорить стали, видимо, там. Ну-ка. Так, взломать. Что здесь может быть, интересно? А, вот он. Пардон. Станция. Так, поговорить стали. Стали бы вы говорить стали? А я бы стал очень даже вот так вот.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Take.
What made a part worth sending back to your home?
It had to be in working order. Something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification. Clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
There.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father...
Так бывает, да, так бывает. Так, что здесь? Взломать. Так. Ага. Нет, нет, все не то. А, вот. Да. О, все. Можно почти ни о чем не переживать. Отлично. Угу. Так, ноутбук. Собираем лут. Булькинсон, да. Ой, это я зря, ну ладно. Нафиг он нужен, взломанный, зараза. Так. Так, здесь кто-то есть или либо. Да. Это да. Да, все и предельно ясно с вами, ребятушки. Так, ага, да. Деньги, но у меня одни сплошные деньги. Так, ладно. Тут точно ничего нет? Так, тут точно ничего, а тут оно там. Ага. Погналите. Так, здесь... Ага, народ подошел. Обратно. А, не идет обратно. Ладно. Так, тут что? Ой-ой. Не хочу туда. Я туда не хочу. Течка. Вот тебе в тысячу. Щиты. И куда ты? Ах ты. Ложись, ложись. А, тут у тебя щиты. Чё? Да. А, пофиг. Пардон, продолжаем. Да. Значит, длинно как-то получилось. Ну ладно. С учетом того, что мы еще не все зачистили, не все сделали, не везде были. Булькинсон. Так, у Каюшки. По-моему, так, да? Да. Да, это факт. Так, Палладий. Где-то хоть нафиг пошел. Дурожлеб. Так, дурожлепина. Ах ты. Ты восстановил хоть быстро, да? Я тоже. Да ваш уже вжимет. Ой-ой, это я зря. Ложись. Миранда. Есть. Булька. Булькинсон. Давайте еще буль. Так, все живы. Молодцы какие. Ну, слов на вас на всех. Буль. Пардон. Так, ладно. Что тут у нас? Обойти сейф. Окей. Так, ага. Пардон. Так, что тут поговорить стали, ясно. А можно, то есть не разговаривать стали, можно тупо это пропустить? Любопытно. То есть самый-самый-самый смак мы найдем в самом-самом-самом конце. Пардон, то есть вот это все вообще пропускаемое и неважное получается. Любопытно. Ну, в том числе и для того, чтобы больше понять вообще, что происходит, что за проблемы и так далее. Конкретно для нас. То есть можно проспидранить и вообще забить на это все. Пардон. Так.
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tally. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, You're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Да, так, ну-ка.
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Так. Погнали, тип. Так, что тут? Так, тут ничего, укай. Так, вот они. Геты. Булькинсон. Буль. Гет-охотник Буль. Так, Миранда. Убей. Ну, подкоси его. Вот так. Ой, твою-то. Так, Алкай. Укающе. Тихо. Булькинсон. Ах ты, за щитами спрятался, зараза. Опа, так, это кто-то серьезнее уже. Ой-ой, тихо. Ед-охотник. Я думал, кто-то посерьезнее, но нет. Посерьезнее будет потом, это точно. Так, Булькинсон на тебе. Ах, ты дробовик драный, ладно. Ой, ох ты черт. Блин. Черт. Да. Ладно. Ну да, я тут фигней страдаю, конечно, без вариантов. Просто мне так нравится, что поделать. Да. Значит, пошел. Пошли все нафиг, геты. Геты вас тушуп, геты. Вот так вот, ребятушки. Бамс. Последний было не зря, да? Ну что, ребят? Вы еще не кончились, да? Очень жаль. Ну. Буль. Так, ну что, все, нет? Тут. Наверху? Или где? Наверху, тварь. Наверху. На верхушке. Так, а если я отсюда уйду, где-то не попрут, а? Опять оттуда. Хрен их знает. Разберет. Вот так, все. Пошли. Че разорались? Или Шепард разорался? Наверное. Наверняка. Ой, я чуть не ушел. Пардон, а тут это вот. Так, ага. Окей. Как говорится. Вот. Да.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medicine program maybe.
Pardon.
You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't.
Hey, come here.
Так, давай обниматься. Пардон. Да.
Damn it.
Да.
I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come.
Может.
Maybe he left a message.
Tally, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
Да.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Так, так, не туда, но сюда тоже зайдем. Аптечка. Сейф обойти. Берем. Так. Ага. Что-то посложнее схема оказалась, ну ладно. Пардон, как говорится, на первый взгляд. Пошли. Погнали. Расхреначим все. А, вот, это у нас. Так, ну-ка. Модель корабля. Моделька. Моделька. Так, охотник. Бульки. Бульки, батенька, да, бульки. О, О, вот это серьезно. Ну как серьезно? Относительно все, конечно. Добью я тебя. Вот так. Вот так вот. Это... На дрон отвлекся, молодец. Уже батенька. Так, Миранда. Уже вживали как следует. Булики. Вот вам все. А, это был его дрон. Это твои пацаны. Давай, вали его уже. Булики. Так. Угу. Так, что тут еще может быть? Кроме того, что нам нать. Ага. Так. Вот это вот прям самое главное. Ну, здесь, собственно, две вещи, которые нельзя пропустить. Это, ну, труп и вот это. Это логическое боевое завершение, скажем так. Пардон, но не логическое завершение всего остального. Да. Так.
It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Так, да.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. I just... This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know.
Всякое бывает, батенька. Да. Пардон. Да.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tally Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tally exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tally
А удалось все-таки сделать именно так. То, чего так не хотели. Так.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them.
No.
Not the admirals, not anyone.
Tally, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on.
В общем, как говорится, непростое решение. Так вот, если мы не качали никого, то тут два варианта. Либо промолчать про отца, и Тали изгонит, но она будет лояльна. Либо сказать про отца, Тали не изгонит, но она не будет лояльна. Вот так вот. Но у нас с этим все в порядке. Да, я прям вот на 99% герой или уже. Так что здесь проблем не будет. Вот. Мы выберем третий вариант, который устроит всех. Так. Да. Ну и что? Ага. Ага, сейчас, хрен вам. Фигушки вам, ребятушки. Посмертно изгнать. Сейчас, хрен вам. Мы уже здесь. Пардон, да, кстати, а вот интересно, если там подзадержаться, промедлить, ничего же не будет, не изгонит нас посмертно? Да. Да.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened?
Да. Дальше все зависит от нас. Да. Вот. На это не хватает. А на это хватит. Так, ну-ка. Есть третий вариант. Завести толпу. Вот если у нас ничего не хватает завести толпу, это вот, да, это будет весело, но нет. Мы вот это вот будем использовать. Я один раз пробовал, было весело. Да.
I fail to see what relevance.
You're not really interested in Tali, are you?
Да.
This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
Да.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
Еще как имеет.
To sympathize with them. Han Garel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial.
Да.
Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Вот именно.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
Так, ну и...
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard.
Nice.
Please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Так, не нужно воевать.
If you appreciate me, then listen.
Так.
The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them.
Так, а нам дали, небось, урон технического умения, да, насколько я могу понимать. Вот.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
Воевать точно не надо, воевать будет с кем. Вот. Да.
Go in peace, Tali Zora vas Normandy.
Кила Салай. Да. Так, все, да.
I can't
Почти.
believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you
No.
for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Pardon?
Thanks.
No.
But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you
Sure.
shout.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did.
Да.
You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Come on, Tali Zora, boss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Да.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, what's this?
Так, урон технического умения. А, можно совсем, блин, еще со всеми поговорить. Вот оно что. О, плюс 34 геру, да, это да. Урон технического умения, да. Отлично. Теперь можно поговорить со всеми еще раз. Ладно. Так и сделаем. Да.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck.
I was wrong. Tali Zora was innocent.
Nice talking, Shepard.
Да, конечно.
Funny how it takes a commander to remind the
Вот
admirals
именно.
about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
Так, что у нас тут?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
Pardon. Да.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Так, ага.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard.
Carl,
Pardon.
I'll work on
Да.
that, ma'am.
Да. Так. Адмирал Дзен.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard.
Еще
But tell
бы.
me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the LRI?
nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Да.
Pity.
Для вас ничего. Точно.
Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
You should abandon your plans, Admiral. They're only going to make the situation worse.
We shall see, Commander. Many things are impossible until they are done.
Ну, так-то да.
Fly safely, Tali Zora. The fleet
Да.
travels with you.
Кал Ригер.
The talk of war gives me
Опс. Так, ну ладно, я думаю, все успели прочитать, кто хотел.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find Rio, Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
Так.
We found Rail's body. He left a message.
Pardon.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Kila Salai.
Так, у Каюшки.
I can't believe Tali and their captain took back the LRI.
Congratulations, Tali.
Да. Ай, пардон, ладно.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Так, ну-ка.
Off the record. Rail Zora was bringing the Geth online and networking them for weapons tests.
Надеюсь, я об этом не пожалею.
You can never tell anyone, Han.
You have my word. Thanks for keeping quiet. I would have heard what your father wanted for the fleet. I'm just glad you didn't have to pay for his mistakes. Be well, Tali. Fly safe. Nice job, you two.
Да.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rail Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed.
Вот именно.
We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The galaxy needs more people serving, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
Да.
Congratulations again.
Так, ну, по-моему, здесь больше ничего нигде нет. Прям совсем ничего. И прям совсем нигде. Поэтому можно просто тупо, ну, либо добежать до двери, чего бы нет. Так, а мы куда? Ладно, все, давайте валим отсюда. Так, итоги задания, тролливалите, опыта. А что уровень не дали? А, пофиг, ладно. Не дали. Поглощение энергии. Скинчик, крепощик, тагетов. Ед, вастушуб, аед. Иди ты. Все, отлично. Все, в общем, на этом мы с вами заканчиваем. Продолжим как-нибудь в следующей части. Бронза, измена. Да. Вот, собственно, всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, комментируйте видео, советуйте друзьям. Также не забывайте ставить колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать очередные видеостримы, и подписываться на мой дополнительный канал Раздрайвова, на котором есть уникальный контент. А с вами был Драйвова и Mass Effect 2 Remastered. Всем пока и до следующего стрима.